Welcome to a new mini-series here on the channel. You asked for some personal productivity hacks, and over the course of the next couple of weeks, I'm going to share some of the things that I've learned. The most important thing I learned, and what I'll show you how to do today, is how to get started finding a system that works for you. So normally we talk about topics specifically geared towards running an IT services business on this channel. For the next couple of weeks, by request, I'm going to show you how I found the productivity system that works for me. To get notified of these new videos and the series, make sure you like, subscribe, and click that notification bell so you get reminders when I post new videos. Now, first things first. I use a combination of analog and digital tools in my productivity system. So let's look at what I use and some inexpensive alternatives. The first thing I use is obviously a notebook. You're going to have a place to store this information. Now you can use some kind of fancy journal or a journal that you pick up at Walmart, a composition book, or some type of mini notebook. It really doesn't matter. It's whatever works for you. Now personally, I use a bullet journal. And a bullet journal is just kind of a fancy way of organizing a plain paper journal or notebook to fit your needs. I use a dotted version. Some people use ruled versions or graph paper, inside of a journal. It doesn't really matter. It's really whatever works for you. And you don't have to bullet journal. There's all kinds of crazy, don't even look it up. There's all kinds of really artistic, very talented people who do very fancy bullet journals. And I don't suggest that. I don't do that. But what it does is having blank pages in that journal or in that notebook allows me to create the productivity system in that notebook that works specifically for me. Now, the next thing that I think is absolutely essential is index cards. Index cards, I use them for notes, I use them for brainstorming, and most importantly, I use them to create flip books. And these flip books are basically just collections that I put together with a binder clip. You can also use paper clips to keep certain things that I want at my fingertips right there and organized so that I can grab them quickly. I've got certain ones for my daily habits, I've got some for my annual goals, and I've got some for specific, what I'll call domains in my life that I want to keep track of outside of my bullet journal. Now, in addition to the obvious, pens and pencils and whatnot, I also recommend you have some Post-it notes because they're great for just generic stuff, right? You can make notes and put them inside of your journal. You can use them as tabs in your notebook or journal to know where you are, those types of things. Also a ruler to keep things straight. And I can't draw a straight line, so it helps me especially. And then maybe some highlighters so you can, make things stand out a little bit. But again, totally optional. Now that you have the tools, let's use some of them to get started. Take 5 index cards and label them with the following daily rituals. Number 1, morning. Number 2, workday startup. Number 3, midday break. Number 4, workday shutdown. And then number 5, evening. Down the right-hand side of each card, write a list of vision words that describe how you feel or your state after completing that ritual. On the left, write down the tasks that will get you to that state. What we're doing here is we're trying to build habits that will get you into a rhythm of productivity and allow you to get the things done before you get started and as you wrap up your day to make sure you're accomplishing the things that you need to accomplish during a given day. Now, when you're done, assemble this deck or flip book with a paper clip, or like I said, I use a binder clip, and refer to it throughout the day to build these new habits for your daily productivity. We'll dive deeper into these habits later in the series, but this is a start. My goal for this series is not only to share what has worked for me, but to give you the tools to find out what works best for you. The series will continue for basically as long as it takes in weekly installments, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified when I post new videos. And I will see you in the next video.